back to another episode of the Everyday Shopper Review. I was walking through one of my normal stores that I like to go through, Hobby Lobby, love that place, and I just happened to run into the Bob Ross grilled cheese maker. I could not believe it when I saw it. I thought it was a little kid's game at first, and then I realized it's the infamous Bob Ross. So check this out today, and we're gonna make some grilled cheese. Stick with me. According to the Bob Ross grilled cheese sandwich maker, or prensa panini, or grille a panini, we got 2 sandwich press, cast aluminum plates, cool touch housing, non-stick coated cooking plates for easy cleaning. Yeah, it's a Bob Ross, which I love. It's got a 2 light indicator, green meaning ready, red meaning it's warming up. So let's unpackage this and let's check it out. Very minimalistic packaging. Styrofoam. The press. I love it. This is awesome. So Bob Ross and his beautiful smiling face. I love it. It's him painting a collage of some kind, and it's his famous smile. It's very light. It is metal here, plastic on the outside. This is where the heating elements are, so it makes sense why this would be metal. The sandwich plates are rather small, especially if you are thinking about a normal sandwich. Normally they come wide, so this is very small. This would be more for like pocket sandwiches, smaller sandwiches. Impressions. We have the beautiful Bob Ross art on it. We have very simple 2 indicators, red and green. Red meaning it is not ready or warming up. Green means that it's ready. We have a latch to secure the closure, the plates, and a very sturdy, made out of metal stand. Now, one thing I wish they would have gave me maybe another foot, but it's actually 2 feet of power cable, which I don't think that's really long enough. So that means I have to get an extension cord because of my setup. But if I was in a kitchen, this would probably still be a little too short. Probably would need another 6 inches to maybe 12 inches longer. So I'm going to scrounge around for an extension cord. Be right back. So I got my extension cord. I am going to leave it warming up. While we're doing that, let's just give this a quick read. So before use, open the unit. Use a damp cloth or sponge to wipe the cleaning surface and let dry. Done. Always wear protective oven mitts. That means that this gets hot, very hot. During the first use, this product may emit some light smoke. This is normal and will subdue with further use. I'm assuming the coating on the plates, that's not good eats. It says only use heat-resistant, non-metal utensils when taking anything out of the panini press or the grilled cheese maker. They're trying to say they don't want you to scratch it up with metal utensils. The red light will illuminate to let you know the unit is on. Once the green light illuminates, the sandwich maker is ready for use. Note that during cooking, the green indicator light will cycle on and off to maintain the correct temperature. So that's good to know. For a crispy golden brown sandwich, spread a thin layer of butter or margarine on the outward facing side of the bread slices. Lay 1 buttered slice facing down on the lower cooking plate. Add your filling and cover the second slice of bread with the butter side facing the upper cooking plate. For optimal results, the filling should be placed well within the sandwich slices. After 2 to 3 minutes, lift the cool touch handle to check whether the toasted sandwich is sufficiently browned. The cooking time required to obtain a crisp golden brown sandwich depends on the type of bread, filling, and your personal taste. Use a non-metallic utensil to remove the toasted sandwich. After use, unplug the sandwich maker from the wall and allow it to cool completely before cleaning the plates. And they give you some care and maintenance. Wipe the cooking plates with a sponge or cloth dampened in warm soapy water. For stubborn grease, apply a small amount of cooking oil and leave on for several minutes. Remove with a paper towel. Wipe non-stick plates with a damp cloth. Do not use abrasive or metal utensils. They say that over and over and over again, right? Wipe exterior surface with a damp cloth. Do not immerse in water. To continue on, it is rather hot on the exterior, so be careful. The handle is very cool to the touch. No indication that it's even on. What's interesting is that it's still on red. So I'm going to let that continue. But as you saw, there was some smoke coming out of it. Again, that's normal. And I guess that's all Teflon coated plates. So I'm a sharp cheddar cheese kind of guy, but I will always make a grilled cheese with American cheese slices. Always will have white bread. So as I was saying earlier, okay, so now it's ready. The green, it's interesting. The red light is on, but so is the green, and the green is not green. It's actually an orange light. All right, so as I was saying earlier, the plates are kind of small, so the bread feels better when you turn it on its side. So I am going to listen to their instructions. Very thin layer. Very thin layer of butter. Oh God, grilled cheese is an American institution in and of itself. My mom used to always make these for me with a little bit of chicken noodle soup. But now that I'm grown, I like to eat it with some really good basil tomato. Oh, basil tomato soup is amazing. All right, so I'm going to put that on the bottom of the plate. Oh, you can already hear it. Me likey. Grilled cheese. Now, most people use 2 slices. At least I use 2 slices. So let's do that. I'm making sure that the grilled cheese is well within the center of the bread, not on the outside. Lastly, I am going to cover this side of the bread, or the outer side of the bread, with thin layer of butter. Okay. Place that down. Okay. So now all that's left to do is press it down. So let's do that. And it locks into place. As you can see, some of the bread is, unfortunately, some of the bread is still sticking out. But it didn't fight me when I pushed it down. So we're gonna leave this. Okay, so we're done. It's been 3 minutes. The red light is still on. So I'm just gonna open it and check it. Oh wow, okay. So it's still a little soft on the outer side of the press. It's not quite pressed, but it's nice. So I love that the Bob Ross logo, his face is on the bread, and it's clearly his face, which is awesome. So I'm gonna allow this to cook for another 2 minutes, and we're gonna go from there. I do want to see if it's melted on the inside. Oh yeah, it's melted on the inside. That's awesome. But I want this to be a little more crispy, so I'm gonna press it back down. Give it another 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm stopping it because the cheese has spilt over. Too much cheese. All right. Um, let's go. It's yeah. Let's. Okay. That's not cool. I let me clean up my mess and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I already see why they have screws, um, so that you're able to take apart the plates, because that little bit of cheese that oozed out went in between the plates, the heating elements. This is horrible to clean, and they don't, in the instructions it doesn't tell you how many slices of cheese to put. They don't tell you anything about that. They just say make sure it's in the middle. So 2 slices of cheese. They were thin. They weren't thick slices. Normal, straight out the package, processed, pasteurized cheese. It was too much for this guy. So we're gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna do 1 slice at this time, and we're gonna continue with this left-hand side one, and we're gonna time it again. Okay, we're gonna do this one more time. This time with 1 slice of cheese, because it can't handle more than that. So then coat of butter one more time. This time I'm going to try to tuck the bread in since it squeezed out earlier. Learn from my mistakes. 1 slice cheese, which is really un-American of a grilled cheese. So I'm going to stick the cheese more in the middle, tuck that little guy in. And once again, butter on the outside. Okay. Put that. And I'm going to close it. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. Close it, snap it. And we're going to do, again, another 3. We're going to do another 3 minutes. All right. So it's been 3 minutes, and we're going to open it up. Jesus. Wow. Okay. So it couldn't handle 1 slice of cheese this time. I guess on a plus side, you can see Bob Ross. I will say it is rather crispy when done right. But I'm really disappointed. I mean, I did it 3 minutes. I'm not sure what that's about. So now cleaning this is going to be a nightmare again. So I spent the whole 10 minutes cleaning this to do another sandwich. Wow, this is pretty awful. All right, let's do this one more time. This time we're gonna do 2 slices of cheese, 3 minutes, and I'm not going to tuck in the bread. Let's see if that works. Okay, so butter. Okay, that's that. 2 slices. Okay. So what I'm hoping is the plates will crush it, and we're gonna go from there. I'm gonna put Bobby's face will appear. Maybe Bobby likes butter. I know butter is good for the backside. Yes. All right. So with all that being said and done, nice heaping butter on this side, nice heaping butter on the other side. Let's see how this turns out. We're gonna do 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. Open this guy up. Okay. Yeah. Well, so I mean it's quite crispy on the outside. All right. So as you can see, after 3 failed, well, I gotta admit the first attempt was the best attempt. It was kind of my fault. I went past the 3 minutes because I wanted it to be crispier. And it says if you want it to be crispier, let it go longer. So that's what I did. Um, when it spilled over the cheese, it clogged up, basically went everywhere, and now it's in between the plates on the plastic. It doesn't clean up very well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this cool down, and then I'm gonna take it apart, and I'm gonna show you the steps to clean this guy, and then I'll give you my final judgment. This was our best attempt. This was the first one. This was the first one. Bob Ross's face is very beautifully clear. You can see the indentation very, very well. And then on the back of the sandwich, you'll see his face again. So as you can see, on one side of Bob's face, it's very, very clear. And on the other side of Bob's face, it's very, very clear. So Bob Ross face. However, it failed keeping the cheese in the sandwich. Okay, so I wasn't kidding when I said that in order to clean this properly, you'd have to dismantle it. So let's get to it. So we got a little bit of cheese stuck in the screw, but that's okay. So I thought the plates were going to come out a little differently, but no. Okay, so let's see. A little bit of hot water. Try to soften up this hard baked on cheese, and that worked. That worked very well, actually. So I still need to remove this to clean this properly. All right, everybody. So here are my final thoughts. If this was not $30, if this was like $10, this is a great gift for someone that loves Bob Ross. This is a great gift for someone who has very beautiful aesthetics in their kitchen. And this is a great gift for someone that likes unique things. In a realistic world where I want to use this maybe every day to make a sandwich, or I want to use this to, enjoy some party if I want to use this to, if I want to use this for a party to entertain guests, this thing would not be it. For $30, you can buy a very good sandwich press, panini press, grilled cheese maker. This thing is not for everyday use. You saw that I had to take it apart in order to clean because cheese was able to melt in between the grill presses. So that's my experience. You know, if you want, like I said, if you want to buy someone who is a Bob Ross fan, loves Bob Ross, this is an awesome idea. Again, Hobby Lobby, $30. But for me, since I am a big Bob Ross fan, but not a collector of his stuff, I don't really see a need for this. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this. I think I will give this away. So look out for a link to enter into a sweepstakes. I'm gonna give this away. Don't want to return it since I've used it, but I would love to get this to someone that will make this a part of their home, and maybe you can send me a picture afterwards. So with that being said, if you could please tell me if you've bought this before and if you have any ideas on how this can be better used or served, I would love to hear it. If you could please put in the comments. And if I may please ask you to like and subscribe. Everything on my channel is bought. I do not have any sponsorships. No one sends me these items. I use my own money to buy these items so that for you, the everyday shopper, can be in the know and not waste your money on things that may resemble this. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Until next time.